Here's a little challenge for the beloved soul friends who are following my little game about turning on and off implicits. You can check out a previous video. Basically, when you turn on a light switch, you open a door, you're turning on hope, or you're turning off fear, or you're opening infinite potentiality, or you're closing the door on your worries. You're turning on and off or opening and closing different implicits of your life experience, okay? So for those of you who are playing this game alongside of me, okay, I want you to start to pay attention to something. This is so cool. Are you guys ready for this? Are you on the edge of your seats? Because I'm about to drop some many mega magics on you guys. Are you ready for this? Okay, so for those of you playing this game, I want you to pay attention. After a while, I want you to start to notice how automatically those thoughts come up, because what you're doing in this process is developing new neural data. Every single time you turn on a light switch and you think to yourself, I'm turning on my hope, you're stimulating new neural data in your brain and body. And repetition expands this neural information. So if you do this, if you turn on a light switch 3 times a day and you play this game every time you do it, then after a few weeks or whatever, you've done it like hundreds of times, and then that neural data has grown into this like full-blown cavern of information, okay? So in the process of this, you're growing new neural data. And so after a while, when you go to turn on the light switch, here's where stuff gets fun. What do you think is going to happen? Where do our thoughts and feelings come from? Our neural data. So after a while, there will be an automated thought about how you're turning on your hope, or whatever it is, whatever implicit you're turning on, off, or opening and closing in your own personalized game of this, okay? After a while, it will become an automated thought, so you won't have to manually think it. The thought will be automatically arising because you have used the power of your consciousness to grow new neural information. Not in your shirt, sorry. That was misleading. Not in your shirt. You're not growing data in this. You're growing data in this. But the neural data you've grown by manually directing your intention and attention has grown new neural information. So now when you reach for that light, the vibrational signal of that is going to activate that data and automatically stimulate that thought that you programmed yourself to think. Okay? So for those of you playing this game, I want you to kind of play with this concept, because it gets really fun, because after a while you start to realize how much power you have. You really have the power to completely reprogram how you automatically experience yourself and your life, your identity and your experience. And so no matter what you're going through, there's always hope. And a little game like this can gradually reveal your power, and then you'll have more empowerment in the tougher stuff, okay? Because it might feel really challenging and overwhelming to like dive into 22 years of severe trauma, for example, which is maybe something that I did once, maybe, but I'm not going to tell you. It's a secret. Okay, it might be difficult and challenging to dive into some of that deeper stuff, especially when that stuff has made you feel profoundly powerless. I'm not speaking from personal experience at all. Did I wink? I wasn't winking. I would never wink. That's weird. Okay, so when there's stuff that's made you feel powerless, it can feel challenging to want to heal yourself, because you're like, I don't have power. There's just no hope. There's like all of this darkness, and I'm just going to go inside this shirt that I did not reprogram, because I reprogrammed my brain and my body, not my shirt. I'm not being silly. You're being silly. And so a little game like this can gradually help reveal your power. The power that you have in your consciousness to rewire your brain and your body. Yes, I do have neural data in my cheek. And right now I'm reprogramming my cheek to know that it is being pushed and that that's okay. I don't know why I just said that, just because I can. Okay, so for real though, this game, play with it, explore it, and it might take a few weeks, it might take a few months, it kind of just depends. But pay attention to that. Don't like be like on the lookout, like why isn't this automated thought coming up or anything, but like after you've been playing a while, start to notice how instinctive that comes to you and how much effort you have to put in that. And then when it's been, you know, like a few months or whatever, you can kind of gradually start to notice this automated thought come up when you turn on a light or open a door or whatever it is that you're using in your implicit game. So I want you to play with this and continue to play with it manually. Teach yourself that thought to think, and then see how your brain and your body automatically suggest that thought down the road. And once you reach there, you can kind of use this as proof of your power. Proof of your power. You can use this game as proof of the infinite power of your consciousness to gradually transform the wiring in your brain and your body. And then that can empower you to continue healing some of the tougher stuff that might have felt impossible before, because you'll see the power that you have. And you'll understand the process of it. You know that it takes time, but that every single moment you're investing it, it's actually making a big difference. You don't notice the big difference right away, but every single time you're showing up for it, you are making a really big difference in your neurobiological applications of consciousness, or the info here affecting the you that's here. I love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day.